Hello everyone, this is Professor Guan. I'm Leah's dad. I'm currently teaching college kids to do computer programming at Kent State University. Today, I'm going to teach you this fun thing called RubeGoldberg machine. RubeGoldberg is a name, is a person. He is a cartoonist and engineer. So he draw the cartoons to illustrate how simple tasks can build together to conduct a complicated major job. So if you take a look at this cartoon, so it says this is the easiest way to make hot sauce. So you can see that. So to make the hot sauce, definitely you need to get the material, right? Rinse them and squeeze them, distill them, and eventually put the sauce into the bottle. Okay. So there are so many simple steps for making these intermediate materials that can be used for the next step. Okay, so this is the good example of a RubeGoldberg machine. So I want to show you guys this very fun video. Okay, you can see that we have some dominoes, cards, right? Some dominoes again, marbles. So some toys was tied to the rope, swing, and cause the cars to run, and we even have some fun and complicated items like for rolling, and eventually, right? So something awesome just happened. All right. So this is giving you the example about how this machine is working. The machine uses a set of tasks that work in concession and trigger one event after another until the final event. Okay, I will not let it finish because it's very long, right? So, and people can even building harder tasks for such kind of RubeGoldberg machine. All right, so I show you the example. Let's do some imagination. Okay, you can imagine that your online school student drops a marble into a paper towel tube. The marble slides down and hits a chain of dominoes. The dominoes fall, and the final one probably will hit a small toy car. The car may push a dog treat off the edge of the table. And eventually, your dog can snatch up the treat when it falls to the ground. Okay, so I marked some key information here, right? You got the student. The student will be dropping the marble and through a paper towel, and then the marble will eventually hit the dominoes. Dominoes falls, hit the toy car, to push the toy car, to hit the dog treat. Okay, so if we break the big task into small ones, each individual subtasks, for example, the student drop a marble. It's a simple task, right? The marble can roll into the paper towel tube, but the consequence for rolling into the towel tube is the marble may eventually hit the dominoes. The consequence of hitting the dominoes is the fallen dominoes may hit the small car, right? The toy car got some pushes from those dominoes. That's another task. And then eventually the car will hit the dog treat. All right. You can see that to complete these major tasks, which is to give your family dog a treat, so you utilize multiple materials: the marble, paper towel tube, dominoes, small toy cars, right? So these are the fundamental materials that people can use for building the RubeGoldberg machine. How can we do that? All right, so there are multiple steps. The first step is you have to identify your task. What is the ultimate goal, right? If your ultimate goal is to treat the dog, or in this example, the ultimate goal is to give a shoe print on the paper, right? You have to know about what is your ultimate task. So next one, you have to think about what kind of supplies or materials that you may need to best execute your task, right? This task may contain multiple or series of subtasks. For example, giving the treat to a dog, right? You are not handling the treat to the dog. You place the treat on the edge of the table, and you have to think about what kind of supplies that I can use that may trigger this, complete this task to push the treat off the table so that the dog can get the treat from the floor, right? You have to know about what kind of material you will need. You need a card, or you need dominoes. Okay, you need rolling marbles. You need a water bottle, right? You have so many choices. You have to choose your supplies. Step 3, sketch it out. Okay, sketch it out. We're assuming that you understand the function and the usage of those supplies and the materials, right? Because everything is different. A rolling marble may roll over. A tube may probably adjust. A paper towel tube may probably help to point to a correct direction. A cart may probably can be pushed to hit to something, right? You have to understand these functions and the usage of those materials. Next one is about understanding or imagine what will happen with a special setting, right? For example, you have a card, right? The card cannot run by itself. I mean, I'm talking about toy card, not your dad's card, right? So you cannot let it run by itself. There's no power. You have to think about, okay, if I needed the card to hit the treat, what kind of effort we needed to give to the car, give to this toy car. We have to push it, having something to hit it, to let it run, right? We need some sort of cause can make this happen. All right. Next one is backcasting. This is a very interesting kind of thinking mechanics. You think what we need, and then you trace back in order to achieve this goal. What kind of what should be done, right? So, for example, if we say we needed to have the treat fall from the table, right? That's the task. And then how we can make it happen? We can have a toy car to hit to the treat so that the treat can fall off the table. Then the object has been changed, right? So next we have to roll back to the previous step. Okay, how we can have the car to be able to hit to the treat. That become another task. To solve this task, you can think about having some dominoes, right? So design a set of dominoes. When the dominoes fell, it may hit the car, and then eventually the car will be pushed. Okay, so then the task got changed again. You have to think about how I can make the dominoes fall, right? Maybe a marble hit the domino, and this may change something. You have to think about it. Last one, I have to remind everybody. So the charm of this machine, the RubeGoldberg machine, is there may always exist multiple solutions. Okay, there may always exist multiple solutions. When you work as a team, somebody may say, hey, so we can do it in this way. This may not be the only solution. Okay, everybody can think about it from their perspective and then present it to your friends, to your teammates. Okay, so this is a teamwork, so we need collaboration. Last one is some practice. Okay, some practice. So I like this online game, which basically practice the idea of the RubeGoldberg machine. Okay, so let me show this one for you. Okay, so this is a very simple machine. So this a simple game. It has multiple tasks, right? So you have to go task 1, task 2, task 3. Multiple levels. It's from level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. Okay, so every single level, so they give a task. For example, in this case, right, the task is to have the little marble ball rolling into this goal, right, into this little bowl, right. They give you some material. You can choose to use it in different way. Okay, so in this example, they have some spinning bars, right, so fixed bars. And if you think about how we can solve it, the first step is you let it go first. All right, understand the task and understand what is missing. In this example is if we don't place the bar, right? If we don't place the bar, this little marble will just fall. So then this comes to the problem, how we can make it happen, right? For example, here, there needs some sort of um, holding bars so that when this marble rolling off this fixed bar, so it has some sort of a landing to some objects, and then eventually roll into the goal, okay, into the bowl. So this is what we need to do. Okay, we need to place the bar somewhere. You can rotate it if you need, and then let it go again. Okay. So, here is the task, homework for everybody. Okay. So I will post this link to this this online game. So this is the first step. I want everybody to understand the concept, right? And give you some kind of imagination space and also hands-on practice, right? Hands-on practice. So you have to learn about how to sort, how to think, and build the sort chain. Okay, build the sort chain. So I would encourage everybody to try this game and tell me which level have you achieved eventually. Okay, so let me tell you my record. I was stopped at level 8. Come to beat me. All right, so next meeting time, I want to hear something from you guys. Okay, thank you.